Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and today I'm gonna be playing my Seablock game. Let's see where we stopped. I believe in the previous episode we started producing this enriched fuel over here. We want to get lots of it, but yeah, it might take some time. So let's try to figure out what should we do now. I'm honestly not sure what should be the main focus at this moment. So we cannot really produce shit coils in the amounts that I want to. We can, maybe we cannot. We can stop these processes, I think. Right? We shouldn't need the stuff considering that we have them running here, except Jewelite. We don't have Jewelite. But Steratite is here, and Sapphirite. No, wait, Cratinium and Steratite. These are the names. So, and these two are also working. Let's double check. Right. These two are indeed working. Let's try and do something about that. Let's go and start clearing the area from this. We have to keep Javelite one, but we don't need this ones, right? We could increase provider. Why is this enabled as a request? I'm not sure. That seems pretty strange. Okay, I don't know what happened with. I do not know what happened with these combinators. Do we have something in the settings? When I updated the stuff, maybe the startup settings. So it's LTN combinator mode. Signal rows. Okay, that's fine. Map. Explicit default signal. Oh. For disable new build until disabled alert. I do not see. Request by stacks. What does it mean? If check request for items will be entered as stacks. I mean, sure. Show network panel? No. That is interesting. I don't know why it was marked as enable requester. Okay, provider threshold is the highest here. It's also the highest. Let's make sure here. Provider threshold is very, very high. That's what we want. Here, I don't want to receive any of these items. Maybe barrels will be fine. Yeah, barrels are fine. To request this thing, we don't want to request Cartinium here. And the output here, I just want all of these guns somewhere. Good. So we should get this area cleared. This one, what should we do? Let's start like removing stuff here. We are not really in a hurry to remove all of that. So we can do it pretty much however we feel. Okay, this part. Put it like this. This thing can also be removed like that. Okay. Maybe I should increase the distance of the rubber parts here, and actually, well, here it looks good. This line also looks good, and even this line looks good. That's great. That is great. Right, what else should we do? Should we do stuff here? Let's take a look at our monitoring dashboard. Like, the main problem that we have, I feel... Okay, we have problems with Bobmonium, I guess. But still, the main problem that, in my opinion, we have is... what is that? This is our biggest issue. Blue sockets. We are very, very short on blue sockets. Very short. And I'm not sure what to do about that, unfortunately. I feel like we need titanium. Alright, let's take a look at these things. We need aluminium. Should cost. That's fine. Another thing that we need lead plates. Interesting. And we need a lot of titanium. Okay. If we are going with this process, what do we need? For that process, we need to get this thing. I think it's just flour or something. This is flour. So we could be getting it via train. Titanium requires cretinium, that is good. And it doesn't require bobmonium, which is nice because we don't have bobmonium. So I could build something like this. And we also need lots, well, potentially lots and lots of charcoal. Very interesting. Let's do something. Let's say we are building a requester station. But we are building the fast requester, right? This one will be taking 4 belts. And then is the input. The output, we can actually take all of it on one side, but I'm not sure about that. And this part, now that I think about it, we could produce a lot of charcoal here. Okay, let's see. Here is our titanium production. We want to produce this many ingots. What if you use a different process? I need 382 ingots, titanium ingots. What is it? What if you use this process for now? Let's see. No. 392. Oh wait, let me quickly take a look at a comment. So there was a comment, someone commented, in Helmont, click the delivery truck icon in the upper right, it will show how many belts. What is that? Just grow. Delivery truck. Oh. This is great. I had no idea about this feature. Thank you. Thank you for pointing this out. Now I just need to tell that we are using... I mean, I'm planning it with the highest belt in mind, and... Wait, also, show inserters. think we are working with this kinds of inserters, and our stuff, I don't know, should we say silo? I mean, it's not really silo, but it's also, yeah, I'm not sure. Robots. Are we using? I don't know which robots we are using. Let's say these robots. Probably doesn't matter. Oh, this is great. So we need 5 belts of output. Wow. This is huge. This is huge. This is a lot of aluminium. Okay, we can figure this out at some point later. Alright, let's see. What am I doing here? We don't want this stuff. We will be using, I guess, maybe charcoal? It's a bit hard to say for sure. Let's see. If I place like 40, how many will I need? Oh, I need only 1 blast furnace. That's great. I like that. And for that, oh, well, we don't have the green one, but let's assume we do, because that's what we'll have in the end. So 40 again. Oh, interesting. So we need slightly more than 40. I think we can do that. I think we can get like up to 36 maybe. Let's see. 42. Not enough. 43. 43. We need 43. I'm not sure whether we can actually add so many, but we'll try. Right. Titanium tetrachloride. We can produce it from processed titanium. Can we? Can we actually do that? Tetrachloride. Yes. We can. Can get it from processed titanium. That's good. Let's do this. So we'll be using this process. Require some carbon. Whatever. This thing. I don't know. 30 maybe? How many do we need? Oh, okay, 3. Not that bad. And here. If we go for 40. Okay, maybe 40 is too much. Maybe it could be fine, I guess. 36. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I guess we'll try our best. Chlorine gas. We do have chlorine, but I feel like we'll have to get hydrogen chloride delivered to us, and yeah, and we don't even have to convert it to, well, we don't have to unbarrel it, because we have the thing right here. No, right here. We have hydrogen chloride. Here we have lots of it. We also have lots of chloric wastewater, so in some sense this is a pretty good spot. We actually have no use for chloric wastewater, it seems. Yeah, looks like we don't have any use for that, so here it probably, yeah, it's getting clarified. That's good. That is great. What does this mean? Okay, first of all, we don't care about that part. We care about this entrance, and we want fluid entrance here. Let's start building something. We probably want to have this built here. Maybe on that side, I'm not sure. But it's a fair guess that we'll have to have something. And over here we could produce lots of charcoal and deliver it kind of right across, same as we'll be doing here and here and like everywhere else. And we could also use, we could actually export some charcoal like into LTM if we needed to in the future. I don't think, I don't feel like it's really needed at this point. Right. Let's go there. What is this? Do I care about the spot? I'm not sure. Let's remove it just in case. Oh, that is bad. We don't have power. We gotta give this some power. Like that. Remove that. Let's see. Above, we don't have anything. Here, we also need to give this some power. Oh. Okay. That is okay. It will be powered from that side, I guess. Here. It is getting power somehow. Oh, it's getting power from there. Alright. Right. We don't need this one. Let's remove it. Yeah, we'll wait. It's gonna be fine. Now, let's proceed. We are producing titanium here. That's good. This one, what do we want to have here? Let's see. We want to be consuming a lot of titanium ore, and we want to be converting it into processed titanium. Let's take a look at this one. So if we are gonna build, let's see, if we're gonna build this thing, probably like that, how many beacons can we place around? What are my beacons? Yeah, the beacons. So how many beacons can we get here? I think approximately this many. Well, minus a couple for the inputs. So this is exactly 40. And I said minus a couple, right? So let's say 38 is the number. 38. That means that 2 are not really enough. We'll need to get 3. At the very least. Either that, or I will have to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more beacons. If I add 7 beacons, here we'll end up with 45. Oh, that's actually pretty good, because this allows us to push the number of furnaces down to 2. That's great. And we can keep... Well, and our processor here doesn't really matter. I mean, we could keep it at 3, probably. I'm not sure. I kind of want to get 4 of this, so that it's a little bit easier to do everything. But if I go for 20 here, so not enough. 25 too many, 22. Yep, 22. So that's how much we need. Oh, and we'll need this thing if we give it a bit of modules here and there. Let's say 4. Right, it's gonna be enough, but if we give it like 12, it's probably gonna be even better. Yep. Right, let's try to build this block. How many did I say? 22. Okay, let's do that. Here is the input, like one input. And we could have a second input right here. Okay, I'm thinking, trying to understand how exactly I want the layout to look like. Okay, because the thing here, if you copy this part, the layout here could be really nice if we do something like that, right? If you organize, like if you place these beacons like that, the layout will be really nice. The problem here, the main problem that I see is that it's a little bit hard to take things out of here, but we know that we have overbuilt the beacons here, so we don't actually need this many beacons. We could copy this, paste it here. Probably do the same thing there. And again, since we probably this one remove, and this one. So since we decided that we need only 22, or like 20 something, we can, okay, I am removing that. Let's see, we can place this thing between these two. Kinda, we cannot, doesn't really fit. It does not fit. Reduce the amount of beacons between the middle two. I think it still should be fine, but it might make our build, oh no. It might make our build a little bit more symmetrical, and I like that. We'll have this one here, this one here. Actually, it's not looking that bad. Look at this. It kinda looks nice. Wow, I'm surprised. And this thing is lined up. That is good. Well, I would say that is our build. I thought we built something very similar somewhere. Where exactly do you place things? Alright, we left quite a bit of room for ourselves. Well, or not. In some sense we actually didn't. But I would like to keep this option, so let's say this is the distance we are talking about, so I want all of that to be moved to the right by 2, just like that. Okay, good. Now, what are we doing? Oh, interesting. Well, it's actually fine. It's fine to leave it like this. Let's proceed doing whatever it is we are doing here. Like to add this here. Keep it vertically. I think it will just fit. Yep. So this is our process store, and we need the funnel. Let's see what we're gonna do with this tetrachloride. We have chemical furnace, but right now I cannot use good chemical furnace. We'll have to use this one, and we need 43 beacons around it. Let's see what we can do. Right, so we want basically something like that. Except we want it like this. And we'll need, I think, a couple more beacons, because here we have only 40, and we actually need 45. Right, so the question: do we really need this many beacons here? Is this the way? Because the alternative is as follows. The alternative is we could just have 20 beacons or something along these lines. And so 20. They upgraded the wrong spot. Alright. I think we wanted 45 here, right? That was the plan. No, not for. I'm confused. I think I messed everything up. Here we needed. How many do we need? 30? 22. Right. We wanted 22 here. Here we wanted 45. No, we wanted 22. And here 30. Six. 27. I'm confused. 27. So we want 27 furnaces around this chemical furnace. But I built way more than that. Why did we do that? So this is chemical furnace. It's supposed to produce titanium tetrachloride. But I built way more than we needed. I built 47 for some reason. Right, so let's calculate it again. 22. We have more than that. I know that. Here we have more than that. Here, on the other hand, it looks like we need only 27 instead of planned 40. So how can we fix that? We can compact that a little bit. But we could do something like this. This way we are left with Well, we are left with 33, which is okay. And here we need 20. We don't need that many. That means that we don't need double row here. Probably something like this will be enough. We have 23. Good. Make it look like this. So that looks a little bit nicer. Here we are doing the same thing. Nice. And we will have an awesome build. Now we need to deliver those things down there. Okay, we cannot do it like this. But if I used a better underground belt, okay, look at this. It works. It suddenly works. Okay, we'll bring things from there, and well, actually, in the beginning I thought that I'll have to have like a splitter with some kind of prioritization, but I don't think we need that. It's gonna work just fine. Copy this spot, actually this whole thing, flip it. Oh, we cannot flip it, that's sad, but we can flip this spot. Flip it vertically, and bring it just like that. Good. Now, power. We can have power there. We can have power provided on this side. And is this enough or not quite? I think it's barely not enough. Let's do it like this. This might be a bit nicer. Okay, so we have 27. Means that we can delete this thing. And we need to take, well, 5.3, so it means 3 belts from each side. And then we'll need to smelt titanium sponge. Okay. Okay, we can do that. Right, this is gonna be giving us titanium ore. This one. Okay, we are getting titanium ore from here. And the station, I'd like to call it ingots. Ingots. This is all about titanium ingot. Right, let's find it. This one, titanium ingot. And this is input 2. Sure. Here we call the stations. Ores, input of stuff, output of stuff. Output. Oh, we actually specifying the icon. Okay, that's good. So we want input of the ore number 2. So this is number 2. The one here, it's number 1. And in terms of materials here, what do you want? I don't want requester here. Why is that? Wait, what does it actually do? Oh, it's disabled. See, we have to enable in order for it to give us anything. And yeah, we do have threshold. Request stack threshold. Right, because it is a requester, but why is it a provider? We do not want it to be providing us anything. Or is it because we have this default, whatever it is? Do we really have the same thing here? No, it's not a provider. Something strange happened to this. Right, it is not a provider. It's a requester. It's a requester of titanium ore, and how much do we want? 200 probably. I don't even know what is our standard requested amount. Well, it's probably 200. Yeah. We'll go with 200. Now, the issue that we have is that this stuff is actually not running, and that's the problem. We should turn on this plant. Here the plant seems to be turned off. Oh, it turned on already. Right, we can actually delete that since it's running, and we wouldn't need this part anymore. And actually, this one either. Okay, something is happening here. Let's assume that it's powering up. Yep, we'll have to wait for the power to be delivered. Here we will get processed titanium. It will come right here, and we'll need a fluid thingy, fluid requester. Yes, please. Like that. So that's our fluid requester. And we'll be requesting this thing. We'll be requesting hydrogen chloride gas. We will be splitting it, and then we'll be voiding hydrogen part. Which does seem to be a bit wasteful, but it's gonna be fine. It is gonna be fine. We just need 12 beacons around this thing. Let's see. I mean, this looks like a pretty good spot. 12 beacons. Well, we have way more than 12 beacons here. Right, so how are we gonna proceed here? Let's think. We are sending less than 1,000 of stuff. That's not a lot. Let's connect everything like that. We'll be using these pipes. Like this. Okay, nice. And that means, well, it means that we don't need we can make it work like this. I really hope that we'll be able to power all of this from just one corner, because right now we have 400 limit in terms of power, right, and we have only 160. Wait, is it times 2? No, times 1. Should be fine. Now, let's get a bit more stuff here, and we will be taking things away. Let's move all of this slightly to the left. Still doesn't quite fit nicely. I mean, we can make it look and work like this. Okay, this is looking good now. I like what I see here. Now the only part that's missing is we need to clarify a lot of hydrogen, but it shouldn't be that hard. We just need, like, if we didn't have any beacons, we need 5 flare stacks. Let's just like add 5 of them here or something. Well, mean, we do have beacons, so probably 4 gonna be enough. Right? Let's see. How do you want connection here to look like? We have kind of connection thing, I want to say figured out, but not really. So we want to cover. Okay, I see. We want it to look like this. The connection here. And the chain. Right, let's maybe place a chain. Do we have a chain? No, I don't have a chain. Let's just drop a chain right here. And I would like to have two these fluid wagon thingies. Okay, we got ourselves a chain. Maybe I'll even keep just one chain for now, because it doesn't seem to be a thing that requires a lot of chain traffic. Right, what's the input here? This is all about ingots. Where's our ingot? Right. Okay, ingots. Like this. And here we have input of Hydra, not fluoric, hydrogen chloride, right? That's what we're getting, I think. Hydrogen chloride. Yeah, that is our input. Good. So we'll be taking all of that, we'll be powering this thing and the thing. Actually, just look at that. We started to get our very first pieces of processed titanium. That's good. So we started processing it. This thing, I mean, for now, I'm just filling it with speed models, to be honest. And we are thinking that that's okay. Right, we are getting 392 out of that. That's a lot. 3. So now, oh no, that's not gonna work. Connect them right across. It's not gonna work because we need some carbon. Right. Let's see. So we can produce carbon. I mean, probably this way would be the easiest. I'm surprised about this number. Looks like a lot. So if we have 12, yes, then we'll need 2 liquefiers. What if we had only 8? And about 6. 6 is not enough. 7? 7 is better enough, but we really want 8. Okay, let's try and figure this out. So, what this means? It means that actually we want to get another input here. We want to get another input. We want to be able to kind of produce it. The question is, okay, let's see. We need to have 8. How are we gonna get steam? That's the question. What's a good way of getting steam? Oh, right, I know what's a good way of getting steam. We can take steam from here. That would be the best, right? Let's take a look. So, if we are taking What temperature is our steam? 615. Right, so if we are producing this kind of steam and we are getting it from heat exchanger 3, which we do have there, we need 8 of them. So we kind of have 8 of them here. Is this a good idea, what I'm doing? And we could just take steam from here. So here we have 8, but this steam turbine is able to consume only half if it's working non-stop. So we should be able to place a liquefier or something here. Right, probably here to get like coverage of 8, to get like a really nice coverage. Then we'll be able to send the thing in. Yes, we need carbon here. Can do exactly. Oh, it's even kind of symmetrical, which is nice, but we could bring it closer, I think, because we'll probably have carbon production maybe somewhere here. We'll see. Right, let's cut this, place it. Well, we are getting even more. Oh, let's see. Right. Input. There's another input. Okay, I think we are doing something nice. Something good is happening. And we'll need to have a production of some charcoal. The question is, should we keep all of this here or should we split? I think it would be nice if we split a little bit. If we are producing the ingots on both sides of the... Oh. Okay, that's a bit unfortunate placement for that thing, but we could place it right in the middle, probably. And like here. Yep, I think I want ingots produced here. Just to have a bit better split of the load on this power station. Because if you save power on this side, that means that we'll have more extra steam. Well, we will not really be having more extra steam. Right, forget I said that. We will not get more steam. It's gonna work the same way, whatever we do, irrespective of what we do. Now, the only thing that we really need here is some charcoal. Right, we're already getting steam delivered. That is good. And do something like that. Now, how do we get charcoal? Let's move this to the side, and this thing will be moved to the side. And here is the But we'll need to produce charcoal. I don't have charcoal built. I was thinking about producing it here, but we are not really doing it right now, so it's not a real option at this point. Let's see. What can we do here? We can add some lights here. Maybe even here. Here. I don't know. Something like this. I think it looks nice. Nice. Train station. Ingots. What are ingots? Ingots. This thing. How do we set up this? We first take an output and then delivering it. Let's see. First we are taking the stuff and then we are delivering somewhere. So we are taking this, waiting until we are full, and then waiting until we are empty. I think that's exactly what we are doing. Let's go. Now, charcoal production. How much do we need? We need 65 charcoal. Oh, that's a lot. Let's create a different build for charcoal. I want a new one. Charcoal. If I want to get one full belt of charcoal, what would it take me? Well, first of all, I don't think I'll be using this first. Maybe this one is the best, because it has... Well, actually, this would be the best, because it has even more good modules. Right, I'll build it with this furnace in mind. And 38 of this. It's a lot. What's the furnaces? Oh, look at that. One thing surrounded by 12 beacons. That is looking pretty good. Promising so far. Right, maybe I should focus on that later. I just realized that, like, charcoal, maybe it requires a separate episode. What I'm really interested in right now is to have a good production of this thing. So 30 is too much. 28, that's a good number. Okay, 28 is still enough. I don't think we need less than that. So let's pretend we are going with 28. Well, we probably need to have 26 actually, now think about it. 26 wouldn't be enough, but 28 would be enough. Let's try to build this part. Right, we'll have the provider. We will be sending lots and lots of ingots. And I would like... Let's copy that part. I'd like to have something like that. This probably. How many do we have here? 32. And I needed how many? I need 28. Okay, that's good. So looks like we have enough. Now the main question that I have is, how do we send all of that in a way that's kind of even. Right, you know what, I'll just build it somehow. It doesn't matter. We don't have to overthink the spot too much. It's just gonna work somehow, one way or another. And it's gonna be enough for us. Right? Okay, so that's kind of one part of the input. Another one is have something like this. Send it over. Just like that. Same thing on the other side. Move slightly down. Oh, look at this. I really like how it all lines up. It's looking good. Now we'll have to have some kind of power connection, maybe something like this. And we will need to deliver all of that. Actually, do it like this, I think. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bring this. Okay. Now the tricky part. Well, I guess it's not really tricky. It is not tricky. What do you want? To copy this? We want to add 3 belts from this side. First belt, second belt, third belt. 3 belts, good. And we'll feed this thing 3 belts from this side, just like that. Good. No, not good. Not good. Like this. Oh. I think this looks perfect. We couldn't have done it better. It lines up perfectly. Let's look at this. No, we have a problem. I was wrong. We have a problem. One, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6 inputs, and we want to get 6 outputs, and we want to feed this 6 outputs here. Have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could get 1 more here and 1 more here. Very, very easily. That's 1 more output. That's okay. We're basically just gonna be feeding things like that. I don't even need the splitter, I think. Yeah, why do we need it? We don't care about the splitter. We just want to send stuff. And here. Right, we could have 3 inputs. We'll have 3 inputs going from that side and 3 inputs going from this side. Now the only trick is we need to actually... Okay, we need to do something like that. Inputs, delete. Okay, look at this. Right. That's it. So we have 6 inputs in total, and we have 6 outputs in total. And they're just getting sent somehow in the silos through splitters, so that both silos are loaded more or less equally. I think that's fine. I actually wonder whether I'll be changing this build anytime soon, because I kind of like what we ended up here with. I cannot have anything except speed models here. Okay, let's see. So we're missing carbon, and for carbon we're missing charcoal, and I won't like to get charcoal from here. And we also need to feed this thing carbon. Oh, sorry, not carbon. We need to feed it some charcoal. Right, how are we gonna do that? Let's say we'll do it like this. Stack inserter. Is this enough? Do we need... I think I'd like to just feed all of this from that side. It might be easier. Let's do that. And 3 inserters, it might be a bit of an overkill. Well, it's definitely overkill. We don't need that. We are fine with just 1 inserter because we need only 1.9 charcoal here. Oh. Right. I wanted to move this instead. This part, it almost feels like it would be nice to produce charcoal right here if we manage to come up with a very compact build. If we cannot come up with a compact build, it doesn't matter because we have lots of space right here. Might as well use it, and we could potentially get charcoal delivered here. I mean, it's fine. It will not be an issue. It will not be an issue. Wait, are we done? I think we are done with deliveries. That's nice. We have chlorine, we have everything. We just need. We basically are only missing charcoal. I'd like to kind of get some understanding for the size of that thing. We'll be producing it from green algae. And wow, 209 green algae. No way. Can we have prod modules anywhere? We cannot have prod modules. That is a lot of green algae. And if we're using this process for that, that would mean that we need how many? I think we can have 40 more or less easily. Oh, look at that. We can have a single algae farm handling that. Very nice. Well, maybe we'll end up with less than 75 charcoal, but it looks nice so far, because it seems like we'll be able to produce one belt of charcoal with just a simple line of this. Well, okay, it's not correct. We need to have this thing here. We'll need to crush slag. We'll need to produce slag from something. I think just like that. Right, so we either produce slag or we request it. You know what? Maybe there is some value in building charcoal block right here and exporting it, for example, up there, optionally. But for the purposes of this build, we can just belt it across directly, and it is probably gonna be fine. But yeah, that's a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky situation because on one hand, we do need slag for something. Why did we need Slack? I don't remember. Oh, right. We needed Slack for titanium ingots, but we... Right, for this, but we are not actually relying on it. We needed 95 Slack, and here we need... No. We need 67, and we needed 18 Slack. Okay, so we are not actually Slack positive. Well, we might be Slack positive due to... What is it? These processes. We are slightly Slack positive, but it doesn't seem like we'll be able to cover all our Slack needs. Let's take a look at something. If we look at Slack, how much Slack do we have? Inventory. We don't really have Slack. What? Yep, we do not have Slack. That means that our charcoal builds are not gonna be reprocessing Slack, they're gonna be just producing it on site. Yep. We're producing Slack on site using this process, and we can avoid oxygen and hydrogen, because I don't think we'll really need it. I don't feel like we need a lot of oxygen. On the other hand, hydrogen is pretty tricky to come by. We could export it in theory. Let's take a look if we're going for 30. Oh, 30 is not gonna be enough. So we'll have to go for like 35 or something. 35 should be doable. Is this the exact amount? I wonder. Well, pretty much. It's pretty much exact amount. Right, so I think in the next episode it would make sense to produce something along these lines. Get lots and lots of charcoal. Like, I want to be able to get a full belt of charcoal with some build that ideally I would like copy paste here multiple times to get like multiple lines. So I want it to be really compact, but I'm not sure whether I'll be able to do like to get to that point. Because it would also be fine if you build like one build here, one build here, and one build here. If you're able to get 3 belts of charcoal, actually, is this gonna be fine? No. We need to fit 4 belts of charcoal here. Because for aluminium, right here, well, I guess we could get one extra belt from this side. Because aluminium is probably gonna look pretty similar. Right, we could get one more belt here. Well, not here, but for aluminium. We could get one belt here. We could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 belts, and we need 7.7. Okay, good. Good. We have this amount of space to come up with a charcoal build. Let's take a break at this point. So we built, well, designed and kind of built the thing that is supposed to be producing titanium ingots. It is not really working. It's not working yet. And if you look at our beacons, what is the main problem with beacons? I assume it's gonna be blue. Oh, what? No? Not blue sockets? No way. We are short on the splinters again. What happened with them? Well, we are producing those. And here. I don't know. This seems to be like an issue. Let's go. and increase threshold a little bit, but it does seem to be an issue. And who is getting the splinters? Splinters. Polished splinters. They are used for speed circuit board. We require a lot of speed modules. Right, that explains it. That explains it. And what's the stack size here? Okay, we can 200. 200. So 1500 divided by 200. 7.5 divided by 3 types of items. It's 2. What does that mean? Wait, I'm confused. We have 1.6 thousand stacks. Between 3 materials. It means 500 stacks each. 500 stacks times 200 means 100,000. Right? So if it increases to 50,000, it should be taken up only half of the belt. And I probably want to increase the speed of these things. Yeah, I'm not fully sure actually about that. Should increase consumption of this even further. I don't know, it feels like the problem is that we are not really using red and green. We need to have at least one use for those, but okay, we'll have to figure out what to do here. In the worst case, we might just start stockpiling those somewhere else. We'll figure this out. Okay, let's stop this episode for real this time. Let's go to the block that we built, titanium ingots. Right, where is it? It's below. Here are our titanium ingots, and I'm not sure whether I gave the station proper name, but I really do want to name it properly. This is station with ingots. Output. Well, that's output 2, and that is output 1. So let's copy, and this is output 2. Good. They do have slightly different thresholds. Provider, yes. Requester, nope. Not enabling. Requester. This thing. Okay. That looks good. We just need lots and lots of charcoal. We can actually build it here. Right, we'll do some. Right, we don't need to build it here. We can build the build here. It doesn't matter. We have lots of space here. Cool. Let's take a break. Thanks everyone for following the series and watching the episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.